Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. From the incredibly awesome to the downright terrifying, mythical creatures have been the fascination of mankind since history has been recorded. So for the second time, we're counting down our pick of 10 mythical creatures that we're glad don't exist. Before we get started, help us out by hitting that like button and be sure to leave us a comment because we're always looking to engage in interesting conversations with you. Also, don't forget to click the bell so you get notified every time we put out a new video. Number 10. Bavanshi, Scotland. Vampires are the stars of different legends across the globe, but Scotland's version of this creature is particularly scary. The Bavanshi drinks blood and sleeps in a coffin, but that's where its resemblance to your typical vampire ends. She usually appears as a beautiful woman who seduces her victims by charming them into dancing, then drinks from the open wounds caused by her long talons. If she kills a woman, then the victim becomes one of their kind. Don't worry too much though, as they can be killed with iron or by being trapped in their coffin surrounded by stone. Number 9. Vodnik, Slavic. Have you ever felt something brush against your leg while swimming in a lake? You might want to show caution next time. It may be the Vodnik. Though they tend not to be evil by definition, that doesn't make them any less terrifying. The frog-like Vodnik is territorial and drowns those that swim into its home, and their souls are kept inside porcelain cups. The soul can be released if the lid is removed, however, and when a fisherman is having a bad or lazy day, they can offer the Vodnik a pinch of tobacco to bring them fish. Number 8. Black Annis, England. You know that feeling of being followed? If you're in the woods of England and can hear teeth grinding, it may be Black Annis. Also known as Black Agnes, she's said to search through the countryside for children and lambs to eat, then tans their skin by hanging them from a tree to wear as a belt. She has blue skin and long steel claws that she uses to reach through windows to grab her victims. Her legend has been told in different ways throughout the ages, but in most of them, she's been used to get unruly children to listen to their parents. Number 7. Campe, Greece. Greek mythology is home to all kinds of horrific monsters, so it's hard to choose just one. But Campe definitely belongs near the top of the list. She's said to have a beautiful woman's head and upper body, with the lower half of a dragon and scorpion's tail. If that doesn't seem excessive enough, it gets even worse. She has snakes around her ankles, and where the dragon and woman halves meet is filled with bubbles holding the heads of various animals. Campe has black wings and long sickle-like fingernails, and was tasked with guarding Kronos' prisoners in Tartarus. Number 6. Bubak, Czech Republic. Like a terrifying mix of Santa Claus and the Boogeyman, this European monster could cause nightmares for anyone. Said to appear like a scarecrow, the Bubak hides on riverbanks and lures his victims by crying like an innocent lost baby. His cries lure in both adults and children alike, and his clothing is woven from the skin of his victims. Known to many as the Sack Man, Bubak carries a sack over his shoulder, much like Santa Claus. The two differ in that Bubak uses his to catch his prey, so it's definitely not filled with fun presents and the Christmas spirit. This Anti-Claus is most active on nights when there is a full moon, makes clothes for his stolen souls, and rides around in a cart drawn around by black cats. Number 5. Pontianak, Malaysia. Said to be the ghost of those who died during childbirth, the Pontianak is similar to a vampire in that they feed on humans. They appear as pale, dark-haired women with red eyes, and also uses the cry of an innocent baby to lure victims, a popular method among monstrosities. They kill their victims by using their nails to open the victim's torso to eat their organs, while some say they're capable of sucking your eyes right out of your skull. Not to worry though, because the Pontianak can be fought off by ramming a metal nail into the nape of her neck. The legend says that this will turn her back into a beautiful woman and a good wife, until the nail is removed, that is. Number 4. Dybbuk, Judaism. Within Jewish folklore exists a terrifying spirit monster called the Dybbuk. They're said to be the souls of people who have died and could not move on, sometimes as punishment for sins the spirit committed while alive. Similar to most cases of possession, a Dybbuk can be removed by an exorcism of sorts. Exorcists interview the spirit to find out its reasons for needing to stay and find out the spirit's name. It was thought that if you could learn its name, you could control the Dybbuk. In one story, the exorcist holds up a white candle and a flask and recites one passage to reveal the name and recites another passage to command the spirit to leave. Once the spirit enters the flask, it will glow a bright red. Number 3. Achiri, Native American. In Native American tales, the spirit of a little girl lives in the mountains and hilltops and comes down at night with the intent of bringing sickness to its victims, usually children. They're often said to have dark eyes and gray skin and are sometimes called hill fairies or plague demons. In legend, they play instruments through the night, and anyone who hears them play grows sick and dies, while some legends say their victims are killed by the Achiri's shadow. Legend has it that the only defense against an Achiri was to tie a red ribbon or thread around your neck and avoid their shadow. Number 2. Aul, Armenia. The Aul is a horrifying legendary creature, mostly associated with pregnancy and childbirth. As the legend goes, the Aul steals the internal organs of pregnant women and women giving birth. Sometimes they even steal babies and put an imp in their place. They're described as terrifying, with sharp fangs and metal teeth, tusks, and claws, but with a humanoid-like appearance. Once they've stolen the victim's organs, they will flee and try to cross water. If they succeed, the woman can no longer be saved. Some legends claim charms and prayers can stop the Aul from escaping and reaching a body of water. Number 1. Penanggalan, Malaysia. In Malaysia, a Penanggalan is a midwife who has made a deal with the devil for her magic and beauty and has promised not to eat any meat for 40 days after her pact. If this promise is broken, they're cursed to become vampire-like in nature. The Penanggalan will keep a jar of vinegar in her home and at night will remove her head and innards from her body and, wait for it, fly through the air to find a victim and drink their blood. When she returns home, she immerses her entrails in the vinegar so they will fit back into her body. When she isn't, separated, she's said to only be told apart from a normal woman by the smell of vinegar that surrounds her. You can protect yourself from a Penanggalan by scattering thorny plants around your home so as to puncture its organs when it flies too close. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video or were creeped out by it, give us a like, leave a comment, and remember to click the bell to be notified about our next new video.